Hi, this is Debbie with the Food Prepping channel, and tonight I'm going to make a dish for you that's right on the back of Martha White Self-Rising Buttermilk Cornmeal Mix. That's what I'm using. The only difference is that it doesn't tell you how to use a cast iron skillet on the back of the package. It just tells you to use any pan. Well, I'm using my grandma's cast iron skillet. It's older than I am. Take my word for it. And I was 59 last Monday. So, what I'm going to do on the back of the package is it says to use a fourth of a cup of Crisco, but it says to use it in the mix, which I'm going to do that eventually, but right now I'm going to put a fourth of a cup of Crisco in here. I've got my oven preheating to 400, where on here it says 450. Well, with vegetable oil, that smoke point, it might be around 450, but I don't want smoke all over my house. So what I'm doing is I have put that 1/4 of a cup of vegetable oil in my cast iron skillet, and I'm swishing it all around, making sure that it's coating all the bottom and the sides. And I'm going to put this pan with this oil inside my oven, and I'm going to keep it in there a good 20 to 30 minutes, because when I poured the mixture, when I get this out of the oven and I poured the cornmeal mixture in there, I want it to be hot on the bottom, because I want that crunchy, crispy top to the cornbread. And the only way you're going to get that is by using a cast iron skillet and letting it get totally hot. And it's not going to get totally hot. It takes a cast iron skillet a while to get hot. And so it's not going to get it hot in 5 to 6 minutes. It's going to take at least 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm putting it in my oven. I'm going to leave it in there for 20 to 30 minutes. And when I get ready to mix up the mix, I'll bring you right back. Okay, I'm back. I have got the cornmeal here, and like I told you before, this is Martha White Buttermilk Cornmeal Mix. And I'm going to put in 2 cups of the cornmeal and get it all over the place as usual. Nothing new for me. Alright, there's 1 cup. And it doesn't have to be precise measurements, but as close to that you can get it will be fine. Alright, and there's the 2nd cup. And I even put that all over me. Look all over my table already. Just from this one little bag of cornmeal. Alright, and now I'm going to put in 1/3 of a cup of milk. I would normally use buttermilk, but this is the buttermilk cornmeal, so I don't have to. Alright, there's the 1/3 of the cup of milk. And I have 1 large egg. Alright, and I need to get a fork. I'll bring you right back. Okay, I got a spatula. I'm going to bust my egg. And then I'm just gonna, not a spatula, but a stir. And I'm gonna stir this together, and I can already tell that it's not enough milk at all. So I'm gonna put more milk in here. Let's see how this does. That was another 1/3 of a cup. Alright, and I've got the pan is heated up over here. I've got it, and I've got my 1/4 of a cup of oil. Here it's sizzling. Well, I want that sizzle. Alright, now I'm going to stir this up. And I think I'm going to put the rest of this little bit of milk in here. Oh, and get it all over the place. All over me. Good gosh. Just call me Clums. My pan's gonna be cooled off now. Not really. Takes a good while for a cast iron skillet to cool off. Alright, let me make sure that this is all mixed up and try not to get it all over my table. Go around the sides, make sure that it's all mixed in together. Alright, now let me get my pan down here. And my pan is real hot. And when I pour this mixture in there, it's going to form a coating. Hear it? And that's what I like. I want to get that crispy coating on the bottom of my cast iron skillet. Now I'm going to put this in there for 20 to 25 minutes. Might not take that long because usually I fix more than this, and it may be more leaning towards 20 minutes, but I'll let you know. I'm fixing this cornbread to go with my turnip greens. Oh, I can't wait. Alright, I'm going to put this in the oven, and I'll bring you back when it's done. Okay, I want you to see this. It was in there for like 25 minutes. And we're going to hope and pray that this doesn't stick. Oh no, not at all. My grandmother's pan just works tremendously for me. Alright, now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to find, well, this is really hot. Let me cool this pot holder off some. These cast iron skillets, that's one thing about them, they get really hot. Alright, now, watch this. Oops. Turned over the wrong way. But you saw it just slipped right out of there. There's the crust. There's a piece of it, and it is so crispy. Alright, I'm going to get some margarine, and I'm going to cut me a piece, and I will bring you right back. Okay, I'm back, and I've got my country cock, shed spread, light, and I hope you can see this. I'm going to cut me a piece of this cornbread. You got to cut it when it's hot, because you want that margarine to melt. Oh, it smells so good. I love cornbread. And I always put a lot of margarine on here because it's going to melt. And it's going to soak into it. And I want some on this piece right here. This crispy piece. Oh, I hope you can see that. There's so many things that you can do with cornbread. Later on, I'm going to have my turnip greens and let the cornbread soak into the pot liquor of the turnip greens. And I love them with pinto beans. I'll just take a piece of cornbread and cut a piece and put it in the bottom of a bowl of pinto beans, and then put the beans on top of the cornbread with the juice. And my grandmother called that mush. And oh my gosh, it's so good. But you can see, let me show you this again. You can see down inside it. Let me make sure you can see. Yeah, there you go. It is so light and so fluffy, and oh my gosh, it's so good. But it won't get that crispy crunch on it unless you use that. Well, I've never been able to get it on there unless I use the cast iron skillet. And my grandmother's cornbread was the best that I have ever tasted in my life. I'll never be able to get it like her. But back in the day, I didn't pay attention like I should have. And I'm sure that there was other things, excuse me, that she did to it. But I hope you like this recipe. Go out and get you, if you can't find the small one, cast iron skillet for your cornbread, you don't need the big one. You need the smaller one. I think it's a 10-inch one. You can go to Amazon, and they have Logic cast iron skillets. You've got to get a 10-inch, and then you can get the 12-inch later on. But the 10-inch is just wonderful for your cornbread. And you can keep it for years and years and pass it on down to your children. I love cast iron skillets. I've got about 4 of them. So if you like this recipe, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.